They laughed at him. They called him a failure. But he didn't fight back, he just smiled. Because deep down, he knew. Time always reveals the truth. This is the story of Rihan. A boy who lost everything. Yet never stopped believing in himself. And through patience and time, he became the person even his enemies learned from. The fall before the rise. Rihan was born in a small town, where dreams were considered a luxury. His father was a bus driver, his mother a tailor. They didn't have much, but they had love. From a young age, Rihan loved building things. Broken toys, old radios, anything he could fix. He dreamed of becoming an engineer. But dreams don't always fit into small pockets. When he turned 17, his father died suddenly of a heart attack. Rihan's world shattered. Overnight, he became the man of the house. Responsible for his mother, his sister, and his father's unpaid debts. He had two options. Either drown in pain, or swim through it. He chose the second. Rihan took a job at a local repair shop. Fixing fans, radios, and washing machines. Every day, he saw people his age driving cars to college. While he walked to work with oil on his hands. He never complained. But every night, when he lay in bed staring at the ceiling, he whispered, "I'll get there too. Maybe not today, but one day." He had a broken phone and slow internet. But he started watching online tutorials about electronics. He learned, practiced, failed, and tried again. Slowly, he started building small devices. Like automatic lights and solar chargers. People laughed. "Who'll buy your silly projects?" they said. Rihan smiled. "Maybe no one today, but someone will tomorrow." After months of effort, he built a small energy-saving device. He believed it could change lives. He applied for a startup competition in the city. His one chance to prove himself. He sold his old bicycle to afford the bus ticket. He reached the big city with stars in his eyes. But when his turn came to present, his prototype stopped working. It failed, right in front of the judges. People laughed again. One of them even said, "Dreams like yours belong in villages, not in competitions." That night, Rihan sat alone at the bus stop. Rain pouring down, clothes soaked, eyes red. He had every reason to quit. But he didn't. He whispered to himself, "If time can bring storms, it can bring sunshine too. I'll wait." The next 2 years were brutal. Rihan worked by day, learned by night. He faced failure after failure. But he was no longer afraid of it. Because he had learned something powerful. Patience doesn't mean doing nothing. It means trusting the process while working silently. He started helping local students fix their science projects for free. One day, a teacher from a nearby school noticed his work and invited him to give a small session to students. It was the first time someone introduced him as Engineer Rihan. That title meant more than any degree. One of the students Rihan helped posted his story online. A photo of him fixing wires with the caption, "This man doesn't have a degree, but he teaches us more than our school ever did." Within hours, the post went viral. Thousands of people shared it. A famous YouTuber even made a video titled, "The Genius Mechanic from a Small Town." Suddenly, Rihan's inbox was full of messages. From investors, schools, and even news reporters. Within months, he was invited to speak at a national innovation summit. Standing on that stage, the same boy who was once laughed at, spoke in front of CEOs and ministers. He didn't talk about success or money. He said, "Don't rush your journey. The seed doesn't bloom the day it's planted. It needs time, and silence, to grow roots." People stood up and clapped. Some cried, because they could feel his truth. Years later, Rihan started his own company, building affordable solar devices for rural homes. His brand was called, Light Within. Because he believed light doesn't come from bulbs. It comes from patience and belief inside you. During an interview, a reporter asked, "You failed so many times. What kept you going?" Rihan smiled and said, "When life took everything from me, I realized time doesn't take, it teaches. And patience doesn't delay, it protects." He paused for a moment and said, "If you ever feel stuck, remember. Storms aren't meant to stop you. They're meant to wash away what's weak in you. So the strong can grow." Rihan visited his father's grave one evening. Placed a small light there, one of his own inventions. And whispered, "I made it, Abba. Not because I was lucky. But because I waited." The sky turned golden as the sun set. And that small light shone brighter than any star. Because it wasn't powered by electricity. It was powered by faith. Life will test you again and again. You'll lose people. You'll lose hope. You'll even lose yourself. But if you keep walking, even slowly, time will reward you. Patience isn't weakness. It's the strength that keeps you calm when everything around you is chaos. So next time life gets hard, don't shout, don't run, don't quit. Just breathe, trust time, and whisper to yourself, my story isn't over yet. This is MotivisionX, reminding you. Storms end, pain fades, but those who stay patient, they rise.